Hello, hello. All right. I know it's been a while since I've been in here, but I wanted to jump in. Sorry. Wow, I have apparently Draw It Live, and I don't want that on my screen, and I don't know how to get it off. So hopefully it'll just go away. Yay, it went away. All right. So I saw a post last night, and I've seen quite a few in other places, as to... Okay, hold on. All right, I guess I was gonna shut it off, but now I have people coming on. So, hello friends. All right, I've seen a couple posts in a couple different places, mostly moms groups, asking about help with spirit. And so I answered the question the best that I could in a moms group. Thank you. I'm still getting used to my glasses. And I feel like a Snapchat filter with them. But whatever, they're fun, right? Nothing else. So I answer these questions in these mom groups and other places that I've seen post about help with spirits in their homes. And so this is something that I've had to deal with. Now, growing up, it was something I dealt with all the time. No problem. I just basically made them back up. But when it came to my kids and living in this current house, it was really hard. Like, these spirits were persistent. They would not back up. They would not listen to me. They would not do anything. I had to reach out to a couple of my friends and be like, help me out, because I just couldn't get these guys to listen to me, and gals. But we found a few tricks, and so I thought I would come in here. This is the perfect place, right? It's my psychic page. Come in here and tell you about how to get your spirits... Hi, Sarah. How to get your spirits to back the hell up. Let's just be straight. So there's a couple things you can do. Of course, I didn't grab my sage, but you can sage your house. Sage is not going to get rid of these spirits, but it is going to get rid of your negative energy and your stale crap and the stuff you just need to get out. Hi, Debbie. So what you need to do with sage is this. You light your sage and then blow it out, because you want the smoke, not the flame. Then take your sage. I always like to sage myself because I like to get rid of my negative energy before I try to cleanse my house, which is a step I think a lot of people forget. You want to start in the top of your house, farthest away from the main door. You got to open a window. I don't know. I've heard upstairs, downstairs, whatever feels right to you guys. Here's the thing. There's no right or wrong way to do things most of the time. But when it comes to spirits, I don't want you to aggravate them, all right? I don't want you to be like irritating them and then they get more ornery. So you sage the house. When you sage the house, I'm going to look at my notes because I always forget this. Literally, I always forget it. My friend Linda gave me an awesome one, and if she pops on, I know she'll put it in the comments for me because she's amazing. And if I can find the screenshot that she sent me, I like her intention. You can say a prayer if that's what sets you straight. If you don't like prayers and religion creeps you out, set an intention. So what I say, let's see, please protect this home and surround it in positivity. I banish all negative energy and all that does not belong here. He doesn't have to use those exact words, but that's the intent, right? That's what you want. You want positivity and love in your home, and anything that doesn't belong and then it's negative needs to be out. And you say this over and over. Listen, you don't have to swirl your sage. You don't have to go up and down. Do what feels right. But particularly what I want you to do is trace the windows, the closet, and the doors. Other than that, and get the corners. Corners are good because like things cling to the corners. Energy clings to the corners. Because if you think about it, you're walking through a room and your energy, your aura is like this. And so as you walk through, you're making a space for yourself. So things get pushed to the far corners in each way. So get your corners good, up and down, side to side. It doesn't matter. It's the intention, okay? Do each room, start at the top of the house, work your way down, and the last thing you should do is where the door is. Have a window open, set your intention, say it as you do each room. You can say it out loud, you can say it internally, whatever feels right. That part of it, there's no right or wrong. That's my personal belief. If you believe something else, I think that's awesome too. It's what works for you. That's the point. Other things you can do. Palo Santo. You could also burn that. Not my personal favorite smell, but a lot of people like it. Stephanie's looking for, yeah, Stephanie, we can talk about it at the end. Absolutely. There is a lot of a spiritual awakening going on right now. I'm with you on that. So after you sage, there's a couple other things you can do. Did I grab it? I did. All right. I'm going to mess this one up because I always say it wrong. Black Tourmaline. Nope, still didn't say it right. This is what it looks like. I can't get the camera to get it good. But it's kind of up and down crystalline structure. Maybe if I just stick it in front of my face. Nope, I just can't. Oh, that's kind of good. It's because I got the sun coming in. So what you're going to do is take some black Tourmaline. All right, put that in with, I didn't grab it, Himalayan rock salt. Your Himalayan rock salt, you can use what you have in the kitchen. Hi Marianne, how are you? But I like to use a piece like this big. This happens to be rose quartz, but let's pretend this is Himalayan salt. You're gonna take this and this. You're gonna put them into a glass jar. Cover the stones. You're gonna do 4 of them. You're gonna put it in each corner of your room that you want spirit to chill out in. You can do it anywhere in your house. I suggest 1 room a week. So you're going to put them in the 4 corners. You're going to leave them there. You're not going to touch them. Come back 24 to 48 hours later. You could have clear water. You could have murky water. You could have jet black water. It just depends. It's like a magnet to negative energy, allegedly, and it brings it all in. Now, you're going to take your black tourmaline and your Himalayan rock salt, take them out, rinse them off, set them aside. Then take that water that's in there and dump it in the toilet. Don't put it down your sink. That can lead to clogs. I don't know. That's what I'm told. It's negative energy, guys. So you don't want to put it in your plants. You don't want to keep it in your house. You want to put it in the toilet, flush it, and watch that bad juju go out the... I was like, go out the window. It's not going out the window. Go down the drain. All right. You do not want to put this in your plants. This is negative energy. You're going to kill your plants if you put it in there. Okay. And then you can take those 4, put them back in your jars, fill it up with some water, just cover the rocks. It's like halfway, and then put it in another room. And you can keep doing this, and that's going to cleanse negative energy. Another way, I said the smudging. So we've got that. We've got, actually, I'm going to go back real quick before I move on to the next step. So black tourmaline is highly protective. I'm just looking at my notes, and it kind of promotes a harmonious living space. Okay, it's very, very protective. So even if you don't, when you're done with the little jar, you could keep it in the 4 corners if that's what you want. I usually put mine next to the computer or the Wi-Fi because it helps with EMF. So what else? Oh, the salt. Salt is also highly protective. It's powerful cleanser of negativity, and again promotes peace and love and calming. And the next part I was going to talk about is selenite. So selenite, not only is it good for cleansing your crystals, cleansing yourself, it's also awesome cleanser of negativity in the home. So you could use it like the smudge stick, your palo or your California white sage. You could use it that way. Or you can slide a piece of this. It does not have to be this big. You can get any piece of selenite. This happens to be my wand. But I have probably a piece about this size under my 2 couches and then under both my kids' beds to keep spirit away from them. It kind of repels negativity, and it brings in positivity, and it promotes, again, a harmonious space. So I put that there. I'm looking at my notes because I didn't want to forget anything, so I'm just scanning. So, oh yeah, that's right. Silly me. You can also put rose quartz. This is why I brought my rose quartz over here. You can also put pieces of rose quartz under furniture, under beds. Does the same thing. But if you're going to use rose quartz, you got to remember at least monthly, if not weekly, because let's be honest, I don't do it weekly. I'm lucky if I remember monthly, to clean your rose quartz, whether it be with your selenite. So I can't reach my plate right now, but I have a piece of flat selenite, and I put my stones, when I want them to be cleansed, on there. You can leave them on there for however you want. 10 minutes, 3 hours. Some of mine permanently live there when I'm not using them. So you got to cleanse your stones. You can also put them in the moonlight. Rose quartz, you can wash underwater. I don't truthfully like to put any of my stones underwater unless I absolutely have to. My water here is really corrosive, so I don't want to put it under there. What else did I want to tell you? I told you the sage, the stones to protect. Those are a couple of them. I'm going to show you today. Today I went down to a cute little place in, I think it was South Dartmouth. I'm on the phone. I'll be off in a minute, buddy. It's called Strawberry Moon. So cute. So I can't really see. I'm trying to get it. Anyway, this is Angel Aura Quartz. You cannot see it, but if you go on my personal page, you can see it's, it just doesn't catch it. Anyway, it's kind of cool. It's got like little rainbows in it. So Angel Aura helps to get you out of a spiritual rut. It helps to, what else? Open lines of communication with spirit. And it also helps to promote like positivity and like peace and calming feelings. And then titanium quartz, I got this. I actually got it for a friend. It helps you to feel less scattered, but I'm holding on to it until I see her in July. So it helps you to be less scattered, feel less scattered. Look how cool that is. And this is quartz. It's like you can't see through it. It's really neat. It's really a smooth stone. It's really cool. So Stephanie Leyland. Real quick. So spiritual awakening. So 2019, I guess, according to astrology, is a purge year. This is what I'm kind of reading up on. And so in the last couple of months, lots and lots of people are like waking up and been like, either I'm completely nuts or something's going on in the universe. They're just drastically feeling different, okay? So I've talked about it before. I wrote a few blog posts. If you scroll back in this, you'll see a couple of those. You can go to axiomwellness.wordpress.com. You can read all of my blog posts there. And basically, spiritual awareness, people are coming into feelings of spiritually aware. So they are seeing auras, they are seeing spirits, they are feeling a sense to let go of all of the negativity and bullshit in their life, all right? So I guess for lack of a better phrase, I'll just say it like it is, because that's me. I have been dropping people like freaking hotcakes. Like, and I don't mean to. I'm not like intentionally dropping people, but I'm finding that people are dropping out of my life because I'm just no longer putting up with bullshit. Like, I don't want your drama. I don't care about your drama. Like, if you have a genuine problem and we're friends, and or even if we're not like close friends, but you have a genuine problem and you need help, I'm gonna help you. But I don't want people around me who constantly need, like, who just fuel themselves on chaos. Like, I can't be around. I'm physically repulsed by it at this point. It started in January. It's getting more crazy. There are people that I love dearly that I just can't be around because they just like all negative all the time. And I'm like, can't do it. And so when I'm around them, or I need to be around people like that, black tourmaline, rose quartz, I put on white angelica. Again, all of this is like, they're in my blogs. Yes, Miriam, only positivity. I can't. I don't know if it's because like I turned 42 this year, but it was like when I turned 40, I stopped caring about all the drama going on. I don't know what they say about women in their 40s. Don't even try, because they've just dealt with 40 years of bullshit and they don't want yours either, and they like turn psycho. I'm not psycho. I'm like much more chill actually, and I'm a lot of ways, I know this doesn't sound like it, but I really am less judgmental. I find myself often replying to people telling me these stories, and I'm like, well, like, you gotta think about where they're coming from. I'm not saying their behavior is right, but just look at it at the different side of the coin, because it's sometimes good to get a different perspective. My answer a lot of times is, well, just give them grace, which is weird because like that's nothing I've ever said in my life, and that's part of my spiritual awakening, is like just like chilling out and being like, you know what, that's cool, if that's what you believe, I am like all on board for you to believe in that. It doesn't mean I have to. And certainly don't put it in my face, because then I'll have to put you in the place, and I don't like that. Don't like confrontation, but I've had a lot of it in the last 6 months. So mostly because I don't put up with it. So if you want to remain in a place of harmony and balance, I'm a big essential oil fan. I'm a big fan of smudging. I'm a big fan of the crystals, okay? But there are other ways to do that, and I put that all in, pretty sure my last blog. But journaling is another huge one, and if you feel like you're in this place of like a spiritual awakening and you're opening up to more and more energy and you don't like it, journal it. If it's something that you do like and you want to know more about, there are millions of places to learn about it on the internet. Gaia? G-A-I. Ah, crap. I always spell it wrong. I think it's like GIAI.com. You can pay and they have millions upon articles. You can just search. Energy News, Lone Wolf. These are websites. They all have interesting stuff. I try to cover as much as I can. I'm not an expert, guys, but I'm going to tell you, if you go into... I'm getting more into what you... Yes, exactly, Marianne. Yes, that is exactly it. I lost my train of thought now. Well, that's okay. Obviously, it didn't matter. Yeah, that's kind of how it is when I free flow it. But my point being is this, guys. If you want more harmony in your life, you have to actively seek it and push out the things that don't serve you. So intention or affirmations, those are another great one. Every night before you go to bed, say a little affirmation, something simple as, it could be as simple as, I am worthy, and that builds your self-confidence and your self-worth, or something longer. I'm trying to think, I have one behind me, but it's too hard to read and turn around. But something like, I only allow love and abundance and positivity in my life. A lot of times I say I am statements. I am worthy. I am self-confident. I am positive. And when you say stuff like that, all the things that no longer serve go away. You don't have to do it. They just magically take care of yourself. So during a spiritual awakening, write down the things that you sense and feel and the things that you like. And then on a separate page, write down the things that don't make you happy. And you might find that those things start to fall away. So, oh, you're welcome. I love you too, Marianne. I will talk to you very, very soon, I am sure. And enjoy the rest of your day. So that's basically it, guys. I just really wanted to say, like, I was just kind of like taken aback by all the things that these people were saying in this group. They were telling them to like yell at spirit, to yell at them and tell them to get the hell out. That should never be your first step to do anything, is yell at somebody and tell them to get the hell out. You can set boundaries. Boundaries are good. So things like, you cannot bother my child while my child is trying to sleep. Please back up. You are not allowed in this space. Please find another space which is not occupied. Ask nicely. Set boundaries of where spirit is allowed to be. If they're not allowed to be in your child's bedroom, then say that you're not allowed to be in this child's bedroom. You're not allowed to scare them. You're not allowed to bug them. You're not allowed to wake them. You're not allowed to look at them. You can even say that if that's really how you feel. Okay? It's totally how you do it is fine. But you shouldn't be yelling. I mean, if you think of it this way, what if it's your grandmother and your grandmother's coming to, say hello to your child that she didn't get to meet in life, and you're like, get the hell out! Like, you don't want to be yelling at your grandma. I'll be down in a minute, buddy. Oh my goodness, child. All right, I guess I gotta go. That's the end of the story. I just wanted to say, don't yell at your deceased grandmother for coming to say hello to your kid. Kidding. I'll write all this up probably in the comments so that you can kind of have a hard copy. I hope you all have... Yeah, exactly, Robin. Hi, Nick. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I should probably wrap up anyway. I should probably maybe cook dinner or something. It's like summertime and I don't want to cook anymore. So I'm like, no, you can find some cereal, can't you? They're like, not again. So I'm going to go take care of that. If you guys have questions, drop them below. If not, I'll talk to you all later.